Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
Sometimes it's hard to be a father in these days and times, never really knowing what the future will bring. And as we say our goodbyes, don't you know it's hard for me not to cry. I can only hope that God will hear my plea. Please keep him strong through each passing day, 'cause you know he's never really been away from his family who loves him and misses him so. And we'll never forget the day that he left, and we'll wait until the day that it's true. When you come home, son, come home safe.
Wow, what a beautiful song, beautiful words, beautiful song, beautiful melody, beautiful singing. Michael Hart introduced himself to us a month or two ago, and he brought in a copy of the CD with that song on it, which is called Prayer for a Soldier. It is a song that Michael wrote. He's a singer-songwriter. He toured 3 years. He told me not to mention anybody else's name, so we won't be dropping names, but trust me, it's a well-known name. And he's in the studio with us right now, and that is a perfect Memorial Day song. So good morning, Michael. How are you?
I'm great.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you guys.
And how was your Memorial Day?
Quiet.
Quiet?
Yeah.
Do you live here?
I live in Ocala.
And did you grow up here?
I grew up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, that's right. You and Robin have that in common.
Yes.
Yeah, you both like beer and bratwurst. Is that a song for your son?
Well, in 1989, it was around Christmas time, and I was in the used car business, and used car business in Milwaukee is bad. For Christmas, you can't beat Santa Claus.
Oh, really?
So I took my guitar, I went to Nashville, and got up on an open mic, and the guy heard me sing just a cover to him, and he said, I want to talk to you tomorrow. So I went to his office, and we put together this song called Prayer for a Soldier.
Wow, just like that?
Yeah, and I brought it back to Milwaukee, because he wasn't a real well-known producer.
So you didn't have the words written already? You wrote them that night or something?
Him and I wrote it together.
Oh, really?
And I lived at his house for a month while we finished the song.
Wow,
And
wow.
and then I brought it back to Milwaukee, just never thinking it was going to do anything. It was supposed to be a gift for my son.
Right.
And it was a $500 demo that I did 3 songs.
Okay.
And we finished it, I brought it back to Milwaukee, and I had my dad listen to it, and he says, I have a friend who's on a talk radio show, I want him to come over and listen to it. He came over and listened to it, and he said, get this to the radio station right in the morning. So the radio station in Milwaukee was WMIL, which is a sister station to WSM in Nashville, the largest country music station in the United States.
Wow.
So they instantly said, yeah, we want it. In Milwaukee, they were playing it about every hour, to start every hour.
Nice.
In Nashville, on WSM on TV, they'd have a 30-second clip of it.
Wow, that's beautiful. And you did an interview on TV. I remember seeing a clip of you.
I've done several interviews,
Okay.
yeah.
So that you have a whole album. It's called that's the title song of the album, Prayer for a Soldier.
Yes, it is.
It's a CD album.
Yes.
I'm holding the case right now. So you said you did 3 songs that month. What about the other 7 songs on here? There are 10 songs.
The other 2 songs were just demos. These are the songs. The other 9 songs in the CD are stuff that I wrote.
Oh, okay. And so that was what kicked it off. That
Yeah.
one song is what kicked it off.
Right.
And then did you keep going back to Nashville for the other songs?
I had to keep running back and forth, and then they just picked me up, and I was running around the country here, back and forth all over the place.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Well, good for you. So, and how did you end up in Ocala?
Well, I retired early, and I said, if I'm not going to work, I'm not going to work in Milwaukee.
So you stopped selling cars and,
Yep.
and you came down here.
Yeah, came down here on a whim, and I rented a room from a lady for $400 a month, and I just didn't know my way around to Jacksonville. That's where I moved to. And I met a real nice lady. We got married. And now we're living in.
And now you're here.
Oh, wonderful.
And I met that real nice lady. She
Yeah.
came in with you when you first came in. So how many children do you have?
I have 2 boys.
And are they both, I mean, do they live here with you?
No, they're they're
I
older.
don't mean with you, but I mean, do
No,
they live in Ocala?
They're in Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin still, okay. And how many people, I'm guessing you have no idea, but I'm gonna ask it and then kind of just respond whatever you feel is appropriate. How many people do you think have used Prayer for a Soldier for their own children, for their own sons?
Gosh, I couldn't tell you.
Everybody must be using it.
Well, the thing is about the song, it is a real song from a father to his son.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Yeah, so and I'm guessing, because you wrote it for your son, but you know how people will dedicate
yeah.
songs to other people. I'm sure that you've had a lot of people say, oh my gosh, I can relate to that so
Yeah.
much, I want this to be, and hey, especially now in today's day and age, where you send a link on the internet and say, hey, can you listen to this song? This is for you,
Right.
right? Although I don't think you have it on CD Baby, but it's difficult. I remember
Yes,
there's
it
a couple of issues there. So what has happened? How long ago did you record this?
Well, it was 1989,
89. So that's
26, 27 years ago.
Wow.
And what did your son feel?
He first heard the song in the USO tent and when he was in Iraq.
Oh,
And
wow.
They told a story about, after the song, he said the other guys are walking out crying because, they missed their home.
Sure.
And part of it is in the song.
Sure.
Now you're, in a foreign country. And he said he stayed there just to listen to it, and they talked about the guy who recorded it, and they said he's from Milwaukee. So my son Robert said, I got to hear this guy. So he said and he told my name, and Robert he said it just about keel over.
Wow.
So you're a singer. I mean, you're a good singer. I mean,
Thank you.
So that must have been, as you were selling cars, you must have always been singing and saying, gosh, one of these days I'm going to go to Nashville. And then you just said, you know what? This is the day.
Well, I was actually, it was in the winter of '89, and I was going to go to Denver because I liked the Mesa Valley. And 2 days before I was going to go to Denver, they had a massive snowstorm, and half the highways were closed. So I said, fine, I'm going to Nashville. So I went to Nashville, like I said, and we went to the Bluebird Cafe with an open mic night.
Very famous place.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of stars are
Yeah.
discovered. Oh, wow.
And little did I know that when I went back to Nashville and running around, I didn't know this, but I had an opportunity to go to Europe for a 6-month tour. Nobody
Wow.
guided me. I was afraid. I didn't
Oh,
know.
my.
I couldn't speak the language, and I'm saying, what am I going to do over there? Now I find out that a lot of people went to Europe to get famous, and then they came back.
Language is plural, yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
languages over there. So you chose not to do that then?
Right.
Well,
Because I was making a little bit of money, and I thought, well, fine, this is good. This is
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So have you done other albums, other CDs?
No, one of the reasons why I didn't make it big, because the music business is changing so rapidly that
Right.
the country music to me is not country music anymore,
That's a lot of people agree with that.
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
more like hip hop. And I couldn't adjust to that style because I like the old traditional country music.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what's out there, the drugs and the women, and it's just a dangerous situation.
Drugs and the women.
Yeah,
Put
there
the
you
two
go.
together.
Of course. That's the downfall of all rock stars.
Yeah, and that's another thing.
Drugs and women.
I thought because I could be a rock star.
I wonder if a female rock star says the same thing. Drugs and men, they're always in the way.
I guess I'm not a rock star because my voice is steady and deep.
You've got a real nice voice. I was trying to think who to compare you to, but I don't want to do that without insulting you. But I would mean it as a compliment.
I've heard Waylon Jennings, certain parts of it.
Sound a little bit like Elvis. I like a sweeter sounding Elvis.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
Yeah. Is that something you've worked on? I mean, how do you develop a voice like that? How do you do that?
My voice didn't change till I was about 35, and then it got deep. But I've always been, I had a band at 13 years old, and just 3 guitars and drums. We played at the CYO dances
Oh, did
and
you really?
little
Okay,
stuff.
so you play an instrument then? You're not just a
I
singer.
play enough to get by.
So That's what Elvis used to sing. Wait a minute, you're not Elvis, are you?
So what happened when you went into the studio with the song after you and your friend wrote the song and you went into the studio? Did you sing it and play the guitar for the backup musicians, and
No,
did they jump in, or how did that
Actually,
work?
he has session musicians,
Oh, okay.
and I guess I could throw out a couple names. Kerry Marks was the lead guitar player on all my music, and he was Johnny Cash's lead guitar player.
Oh, my.
And so all these guys, when they weren't on tour, they would come in the studio and listen to a song and put parts into it. Because when you record the song, there's just a bass guitar, a rhythm guitar, and a drummer.
Uh-huh.
And you record a song, and then later they come in, put the background singers in there, and
Oh,
Wow.
not all together.
Michael Hart is our guest. He's in the studio with us. He came and introduced himself to us a few months ago, I think it was, 2 months maybe. The only song we've heard so far is called Prayer for a Soldier. It's on the CD called Prayer for a Soldier. We're going to tell you how you can get a copy of it in just a moment. But we have to take a break. And so give me a number 1 through 10 that you would like. Which cut should I play? I'd like the music to take us out. Which, and then we'll be right back after the break.
try number 2.
Number 2, this is called I Stopped Waiting on You Yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll be right back with Michael Hart.
Her hair is blonde, her eyes are blue. She doesn't look very much like you. I never thought you'd find us here this way. But you came by to
That's
say
like a
you
Bellamy
had
Brothers
enough
sound,
time
too, doesn't it?
and to thank me for waiting while you made up your mind. But I stopped waiting on you
Soft Southern
yesterday.
country rock.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident.
Everyone says
Sunshine
that,
mixed with some
but
clouds today. A
it's just-
thunderstorm in the area during the afternoon.
didn't have
High of
anybody guide
89
me.
to 94.
I couldn't
Clear
I couldn't
tonight, a low
find
71
a
to
manager that
76.
would take me on.
And tomorrow and Saturday
a
are going to
small-time
stay
agent,
sunny to partly
that
cloudy with
got
an
me little
afternoon
things, little shouts
thunderstorm.
and stuff.
Highs will range from 89
it's
to
just-
93 both days.
You know, I
From the
started
Florida
when I was
Weather
40,
Center, I'm
and it's the hard-
meteorologist
that's the hard
Maggie
thing to do.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Because the young girls the young people who spend money.
Attention passengers for flight 1370. The plane has been delayed
Yeah.
at its
But then
departure
what
point. It will be
happens,
at
I
least
think,
2 hours late.
is
Apologize for
as you get
inconvenience.
much older, then they really like it.
Yeah.
And look what happened to Willie Nelson. All of
Oh,
a
yeah.
sudden, everybody's loving him, right?
Another 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I mean,
Here,
I sell or hand them out to,
because the plane is
people I
stuck
meet, and
bad
everybody
weather.
says,
This
I
is
don't
the
know why
last
you're not
time
on
we ever
stage
did
yet.
it. When we get back,
I get
we're
that
on
every
a Cali
time.
vacation and
Yeah,
High's
me
like,
too. I
yeah,
feel the same
We've been
way.
talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we
No,
can just
you're
fly
really
ourselves
good.
and
I tried to
never
call
deal with
Kelly,
this
but she
mess.
never called me
Right.
back.
No long lines,
Oh,
no
Kelly
full body
Hart.
Yeah.
groping.
Oh, really? She's got the same last name. Maybe she thought you were a long lost son or something.
Yeah, she does that occasionally.
Well, maybe you can mention it to her and play the song anyway.
Okay.
For her.
It looks like the plane is
Yeah.
going to be delayed a
Sometimes
little
she
bit
doesn't
more.
return her
Airline has
calls.
lost
Yeah.
the pilot's luggage. Is it a
That's
time
too
you got
bad.
your pilot's license?
So we had a death in our
Call
church
Cal
family
Aviation
last
today,
week, and
352
really sad. That's why I couldn't make it last Wednesday.
Yeah, that's what you said. That's too
861
bad.
7484.
Were you the pastor
Hey, you've earned it.
over
Call
there
today.
in your church? Are you the pastor
No.
in your church?
No, that's in Jacksonville,
Oh,
and
okay.
they're going through a lot of
You in
turmoil.
need
It's
of
a small
custom screen
church.
printing,
Oh.
embroidery, or promotional
Going
items?
through a lot of
Then
turmoil
look no
right now
further
for
and
some
come
reason, I
visit the
don't-
brand new
Uh-huh.
Legacy
There's been
Team
so much
Sales. LTS is
sickness and death in
conveniently
that church.
located off 17th
Oh.
Street next to
And it's
Armstrong
just like,
Homes in beautiful
we gotta get
Ocala.
away
We
because,
offer the
you
best
know, there's
prices
something evil
and highest
that's
quality
happening.
products for your company,
Yeah.
team, school, or nonprofit.
I don't know if it's cursed
Whether
or what
looking
it
for
is,
screen
but they
printed
can't keep it
shirts,
past it.
embroidered polos,
It's,
or private
people-
team
some
uniforms.
people our age.
You'll be sure to find it at
And we
Legacy
have one
Team
in there that
Sales. Come visit
he woke
our
up
new
one morning with a
27,000
backache.
square
He's
foot
paralyzed
facility.
from the
Our
chest down.
friendly and
Oh, my
knowledgeable
God.
sales
50
staff
years
will
old.
assist
Oh,
you in
my
every part
God.
of your
Yeah.
custom purchase.
That's
LTS
horrible.
carries the hottest
And it
brands
was
in the
his
industry,
dad who died.
like Under Armour,
Oh.
Russell,
72.
Mizuno,
Oh,
Asics,
geez.
Badger
That's
Sports,
still young.
Gildan,
Yes, it
Pacific,
is.
OGO,
That's still
and many
young.
more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we
10
guarantee
seconds
customer
for Larry's
satisfaction.
call.
Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Well, me and the boys on a Friday night, we're gonna have some fun. Be just right, it's gonna be some rockin'. Country rockin'. There's gonna be some rockin' action tonight. tonight there's a country queen gonna move and groove. Shake that thing, it's gonna be some rockin'. Oh, country rockin'. There's gonna be some rockin' at the show tonight.
Oh, listen to you. Wow.
I love that.
You are country rocking right there.
Wow.
Michael Hart is in the studio with us. That is one of his songs. It's called Country Rockin', and it's on the CD collection called Prayer for a Soldier, which includes 10 songs. Prayer for a Soldier was the song we opened with, a really touching song, but obviously you got that sexy rockin' vibe going there too, Michael, don't you?
I think so.
Where's Michael? Well,
I think
here-
it's really
there you
good.
go. The CD, Michael gave me the post office box where you can send, I guess, a letter so you can ask for the CD, right?
Or $15 for a check or money order.
Okay. Post office box 830172, Ocala, and the zip is 34483-0172. So again, post office box 830172, and Ocala with the zip code 34483-0172. $15?
Yes.
So where do you, what are you doing now? You're retired, and you look like you're still active though.
Oh, very active.
So what are you doing? Like, do you golf? Do you?
No, I don't. I was in Wisconsin, in Jacksonville.
Uh-huh.
I had a little furniture business going.
Oh, you did?
A used furniture business.
Okay.
And that got hectic. My wife, well, she wanted to, I'm retired, but she was quite a bit younger than I am, so she wanted to retire. And I said, just do it. So we sold both houses. We had a house in Fort McCoy and a house in Jacksonville. We sold both houses and moved to Ocala.
Moved to Ocala, and now you're living here and sharing your music with us, which we benefit from because we get to hear this. I mean, it really has a nice sound. I was telling you, the song that we took out before the break sounded to me like, I don't mean you sound like the Bellamy Brothers. I mean the groove of the song, I guess, sounded Bellamy Brothers-ish, I guess. Do you remember the Bellamy
Sure.
Brothers? Let Your Love Flow and all
Yeah.
those songs? Yeah.
If I said you had a beautiful body.
Yeah. Don't tell me.
That's right.
When you first put this out, you had a lot of reaction to Prayer for a Soldier. That must have been an emotional reaction. Did you have any reaction to any of the other songs? Like the one we just played sounds like something that you would have heard on the radio.
I have talked to most, it's more like a chick CD. The girls like it more than the guys.
This one?
Yeah.
Why? I like it. I'm not a chick.
And I had, several times, I had a woman said, this second song reminds me of them. Reminds
my.
them, like the song, they think of theirself.
Good compliment.
Yeah.
Good compliment.
Yeah. So as you write songs, do you have the melody first or the words first? What happens for you?
Well, I used to be able to remember a little better. In fact, I wrote a song. I wrote "Walked Around in My Heart" in the van on the way to Nashville, and without writing down any words.
Were you driving?
Yeah, the melody came to my head, and
Did you have a tape recorder that you talked into?
no, I
or-
would have to now,
Yeah.
because even now I come up with some really cool stuff, but tomorrow I won't remember it.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you got to get a little
Oh,
handheld
gosh.
recorder.
Yeah, I should.
So you went into the studio and you said, "Hey, I've got a new song. I've got to tell it."
No,
to-"
actually, the guy that him and I wrote it together, he had a studio out of his house, and we put it together right in his house.
Oh, I see. I see.
They turned in Nashville. They turned their garages into a studio like this.
Right. Yeah.
Gosh, and then they still have the session musicians come
Yeah.
over there and they take care of it. Wow, that is absolutely
Well,
wonderful.
are you performing anywhere we can see you, or do you have any desire to do that?
Well, I wouldn't want to go on tour, per se, going, 4 or 5 months of the year. I wouldn't ever want to do that.
You know where they would love you? The Orange Blossom Opry. Have you been there?
No.
In
Have you heard of
Mearsdale.
it?
No, actually, no.
You've never heard of the Orange Blossom Opry?
I just moved here.
Okay.
It is fabulous.
You
would
are
love
going to fit in perfectly with these people. They have an open mic night on Thursdays. I think you can't just walk in there, right? You
Right, you
gotta
have to call
them in.
first and make a reservation.
It is a theater. It used to be a high school. You're going to be surprised when you look at it from the outside. When you walk in, you're going to say, "Holy cow, look at this theater." The musicians on stage are top-notch. You get together with them for a minute or two, and they tell you, "What's your key? What do you
Okay.
want to sing?" "Okay, we'll take care of it," and they will do it for you. They'll give you all the backup music,
Okay.
and then I think they let you do 2 songs.
Yes, right.
and you do 2 songs.
It doesn't
Okay.
cost anything.
The
It's
audience
wonderful.
is maybe 300, 350 people.
Yeah.
Something like that. And
Right.
it's packed. It's always packed.
Really?
Yeah.
Now see, I listen to Michael Bublé, and I love his style.
Yeah,
And
I do too.
I can sound just like him. I can mimic him perfect.
Wow, that's amazing.
And that's what when I go, sometimes we go to karaoke, and I'll do some cover songs.
Mhm.
Of course, they don't have my music,
Mhm.
but they always play, if I give them a CD, they always play it.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I go to car shows and have them to the disc jockey at the car
So
show.
the Orange Blossom Opera is in Weirsdale.
Okay.
I'm right, am I saying that right?
Yes.
And how do I tell you how to get there? If you go down like Silver Springs.
301. And then I know where Wordsdale is.
Oh, okay,
yes.
you can do that way. Yeah,
Yes.
well, the way we go is we go through Silver Spring Shores, and then turn left in Ocklawaha,
Okay.
Yeah.
right? And then just
then
keep
you go
going.
to Weirsdale.
Okay.
Was that 25?
I think so,
That
yeah.
road? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's 25.
Yeah, I mean, you would love it. We've discovered this place by accident because Robin loves this singer-songwriter called Rhonda Vincent.
Oh, sure, I know.
Do you know Rhonda?
Sure.
And so we went there to watch Rhonda Vincent play.
Okay.
And then we found out that they have open mic and they have this unbelievable band. It's just like, and it's a fun place. We haven't been there. Part of the reason is because we get up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to do anything late at night. Well, thank you for coming in, Michael. Good luck with everything. And let us know if you're going to play someplace.
Okay.
Sing someplace or just perform.
Yeah, we would love to come see you.
I mean, there's so many entertainers that come through here that an opening act might be the perfect thing for you.
Yeah, because I'd rather stay around home these days.
We got the villages.
Yeah.
You got things happening right here in town with the Riley Center and with the Civic Theater.
Mhm.
Let me end with the song we started with. This is the title track of the album. It is called "Prayer for a Soldier." Thank you so much for introducing us to your music, Michael. Michael Hart. Again, if you would like a copy of the CD, just send a $15 check or money order to Post Office Box 830-172, Ocala, Florida 34483-0172. Thank you, Michael.
Okay, thank you.
We'll be right back.
What the future will bring. And as we
still
say
get very
our
emotional when I hear this song.
Oh, is it? I mean,
don't
that's
you
your heart.
know it's
That's your
hard
heart.
for me
Your son.
not to
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is
No, the Orange
WOCA,
Blossom Opera
Ocala,
is great.
Gainesville, The
Oh,
Villages.
you